Hi everyone, it's Andrea over at Sewspire.com, and I am here with the weekly studio update. The first thing, I really want to thank you all for scooping up those fabric remnants. I had 10 flat rate priority boxes of fabric that I put out for sale in my Etsy shop. You all bought those really fast. I think they sold out within 2 hours, and I am so incredibly grateful to have that fabric out of here. Everybody should have received their box. Inside of that, I also included a little bonus hand wheel sticker. If you remember, those are the stickers that I designed that go on the sides of the sewing machine on the hand wheel. Just for fun, I put that in there as well. If you do start sewing with those scraps, it would make me so happy if you posted photos of your projects. So again, thank you, thank you, thank you. And now that those fabric bins are gone, I'm going to try and keep this scrap collection under control. And so as the basket begins to fill back up, I will be creating more of those boxes, and you all will be the very first to know when they're available for sale. I thought maybe I might be able to put some more together this week, and there just really aren't enough left because I have to create a box for our design challenge winner, which I'm going to announce here in just a few minutes. But before we do that, I want to show you the new fabric scrap remnant system that I came up with. You might remember I had those ugly laundry baskets that weren't very attractive, and so I'm limiting myself to just 2 baskets, and I'm going to divide it by home decor and cotton fabric. And this is what they look like. I absolutely love this fabric. In fact, I wish I could find this in yardage. I'm on the lookout for it. That teal and red is so beautiful. So I found these laundry hampers, and they have little handles on them, at Walmart, and it's part of that Pioneer Woman collection, which is really beautiful. But then to make it more functional, I think the hamper was $12, which is great value, right? Then I found these pre-made laundry bags with drawstrings that match too, and they were like $4. And so I wanted to put that laundry bag inside of there so that I can, as this fills up, I can cinch that closed. And then, as you know, fabric can become dusty, and I wouldn't want anything to happen to the remnants before I can offer them to you all. So I have the drawstring closure on there now. It certainly is much prettier than those eerie laundry baskets, but again, thank you so much for taking that fabric off my hands, and I hope it is enjoyed. So I know you're all anxious to find out who the winner of the design challenge is. Everything, let me say, every single person who submitted a remake really put so much thought into that, and it would be impossible for me to choose a winner based upon your actual design, because I know how much thought you put into that. So I truly just at random am choosing a winner, just because if you entered at all, you were in the drawing. So congratulations to Tina Free. I'm sure you're watching as well. You are the winner of the flat rate box of fabric. If you want to send me an email, my email address, sewinginspiration@gmail.com, and I just need your shipping address, and I'll put your prize in the mail on Monday. I'm very excited for you, and thank you again for entering the challenge. So this week's tutorial was the first week that we tried something different with that. And if you remember, I made the original design here, which was just kind of a basic organizer, and then you all offered your inputs into that, and we came up with a completely new design Funny thing is, some people have already commented that they preferred this design. Can I make this tutorial? So of course I'm happy to add that to the list. We do have a pretty long list going already. So like I'm already booked a couple months out with the tutorial. So if you don't mind waiting, I'd be happy to remake that tutorial for you. I want to show you the what we thought was the new and improved design. And you can watch that full-length tutorial. I posted that yesterday. But it fits really nicely inside of a large tote bag. And I like those double handles. It's much easier to get in and out. And then I found that I can also just pull up on those side handles to keep it nice and straight. So I personally like them both, but I do appreciate that dual compartment inside of this, and I am pretty excited about the idea of making a couple of those so I can have them loaded for different activities, because I think that would just make life so much easier. And I think that's a really genius concept for a mom, because if you have like the diaper bag or the children's stuff, but then let's say it's a girls' night out and you don't want to take that, I think that would be very clever, and then she could still have her great designer tote, but just change all the contents. So either way, they were both wonderful, and I like the new format, so I'd like to keep going with that. If you all are up for it. I'm not exactly sure what this next project will be, but I do, when I was tidying up the studio this week, I had an opportunity to unpack some of my very original bag designs for Watermelon Wishes. And some of these designs I really love, and I actually wouldn't mind producing some tutorials on these bags. And then if you all have, I can show them to you now, and then if you have ways or ideas to improve them, we can discuss that more before I decide what this next tutorial will be. So as a way for us to connect better as a group, the main Sewspire Facebook page, sometimes it's difficult to see when people are posting photos on there. So it was brought to my attention by one of our members, Nikki, that if I start a group page, that would be much easier. So together, Nikki and I have set up the Sewspire Group page, and I'll put a link to that in the notes, and you can just, there's 3 questions to answer, just so we only have sewing related members or people that are familiar with Sewspire anyways in the group, because it's a closed group. If y'all answer those 3 questions, then either Nikki or myself will approve your membership. And then this will be a much easier way for you to post your design challenge pictures, post your finished Sewspire projects, and then let me know what kind of changes or improvements you'd like to see to the designs, okay? So again, look for that link in the notes, and I will also put a link on sewspire.com, so that's easy for you to find. We're still going to maintain the main Sewspire Facebook page. This is just a group format, I guess, on Facebook. It's much easier for everyone to converse. So I'm hoping that that's the case. I really want to say thank you to Nikki for inspiring this and helping me manage that. And then I also have one more happy announcement to make. In addition to Nikki, my daughter Ashley, who is graduating from college, is also going to help manage that page. Ashley is coming back home just for 10 weeks. She just got her degree in communications and photography, and there's one more. She did like a triple thing, and she's going to be mad if I don't know what that is, but all of her skills pertain to what I do here. And so I've invited her to come into the studio, spend 10 weeks with us, and help me take on some of these bigger projects that we've been talking about. really grow the channel. I'm also going to use her help with the 4th seam. If you remember, I launched a new platform for Etsy entrepreneurs, and I think Ashley's skills are going to be invaluable with that. So between the 3 of us, Ashley, myself, and Nikki, I think we can really manage that Sewspire Group page, and everyone is going to find that to be a better solution for the new tutorial format. So again, thank you, Nikki, for that great idea. And then I would like to give you this little bag tour now, kind of a trip down memory lane. Okay, so some of you may even own this bag if you were my original Watermelon Wishes customers. This was the Market Tote, and it's just a very classic design. It has 2 front pockets and an oversized button tab closure, and then inside there are 3 more slip pockets and a swivel key fob. And then I also have a padded laptop sleeve that's sized perfectly to fit inside of this bag. So it's just a really classic, easy bag to sew. But if you have ideas on how we can improve this design, or you just like a tutorial made, you know, as it is, you let me know. This fabric is gorgeous, right? It's Amy Butler's Belle collection. They did re-release this, and I think you can still snatch some of that up, but this is the actual original fabric from when she first introed that. Then here we have some more Amy Butler fabric, and this bag is particularly fascinating to me. I barely remember making this, so I'm guessing I must have been pregnant with our youngest daughter when I made this, because my memory is so vague about this. But I had a pattern for it. I've since lost the pattern. I usually don't even sew with patterns, but when I looked at this bag, it's so cool and so fun. I thought this would be an amazing yoga tote. You could put your yoga mat right there, and then there would still be room for this over your shoulder. And so the way this thing works is there's a very shallow, long pocket in the center, so I'm thinking water bottle in there. And then on either side are 2 pockets, so like you could put a little towel or change of clothes or something, snacks, and then your wallet and phone on the other side. So I think this is crazy cool. I remember that this was kind of complex, and you can tell it has some very weird angles. But if you all were up for it, I'd be willing to try and figure this design out, and kind of with that engineering mindset, dismantle it without ruining it, and then put together a tutorial for something similar like this. We have to come up with a name for it, but I really like it as some type of yoga bag. So let me know what you think about this. This one here, I think, is a super cute little purse. It kind of has the angle, inverted angle there. It's all patchwork, and just cute. It's a pretty decent size, but it's not humongous. I thought that would be fun as well. We don't do too many purses. Then on the other side, have 2 more bags to show you. This is a really fun kind of hobo crossbody bag, and it has a rounded bottom there, a flap closure, also again with that oversized button closure. I don't know if we've done a lot with those oversized button closures, but they are really fun for summer, and it kind of offers the bag that little vintage look. This is a nice lightweight bag with a pretty big interior compartment and a nice wide strap, so that would be very comfortable to wear. And then this bag here too, I think is so gorgeous. Both of these are crafted from Heather Bailey fabric. There was a little bit of Amy Butler on this, that olive acanthus, which is gorgeous. But this one here is quilted. And I must have had more patience because it was a very tiny stitch when I made this. But I think that quilting adds a lot to this. And then you can see that strap has multiple layers of stitching. The ribbing adds to that. But what makes this bag unique is in the messenger flap is a little tiny hidden zipper pocket. It's not really hidden, you can see the zipper, but a zipper pocket that's perfect for your phone. And then a magnetic snap closure, pretty big interior compartment with key fob, 3 interior pockets, and then this also has a laptop sleeve. So this is more of a messenger style bag, which we've done before, but we have a very simple, we haven't done this one, we have a very simple messenger bag style. But if you'd like to attempt this one with the 2 side pockets and the zipper in the flap, let me know. So that gives you a couple of ideas. And then you're welcome to post that on the main Facebook page, but if you want to go ahead and join that group page, I think then you all can converse amongst yourselves about this until we narrow down our favorites. So that's all I have for you this week. We have a big week ahead of us. As I mentioned, Ashley's graduating from college, so that celebration is going to be taking place on Friday. We're very, very excited and so proud of her. And I am looking forward to introducing you to her and working with her. And then I'm just going to forewarn you, that girl is heading off to grad school and just going to move far away. So expect there to be some tears when she goes, even thinking about it, because she's never lived away from us. So she's going to be 11 hours away. So I'm sure you all are going to grow to love her. This summer as we work together, you're going to see a lot of her. So be ready. We're going to have to say goodbye in August as she goes off to this next chapter of her life. So until we meet again, as always, please know the creative genius in me will be celebrating the creative genius in you. Have a beautiful week, everyone.